down.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to Game Night on Tuesday the 30th of August. Well done, I think, to Dogfish there. High score in Wordle. Convert all those points into pennies. Well done as well. Special well done to Odd Garrett, who managed to find one of the words in a single turn. How you all doing? Hope you're keeping well. Had a good bank holiday. Lovely to see you all. And as Mark is saying, yes, there was an extended trip to Egypt this evening as we tackle the Cryptex and then later on the Pyramid. Wordle 30 bonus, I'm going to stop that right there. Welcome to Jogging and Fired, Shadowmane, Shapes, Andrew and Mark Proves and Odd Garrett, giving Kodo and Zeus and Citus in, Nexanator and Dogfish, and a message from our sponsor Puzzle Dan.
It's time to go to Egypt. I wonder if we will see the Bengals walking.
Oh, maybe they'll make a cameo later on. Puzzle Dan, thank you very much for the 16-month subscription there. And thank you to Pyro Pygmy, who subbed at 13 months earlier. I'm very grateful to you both for your support. Thank you so much for the ongoing support. And good evening to Lupine and Paulista, Reese and Puzzle Dan, Jack and Dragon, to Daru, Mr. Vertigo, Oni, AB Me, Juz, Stimson Sangle, Lucar, Nata, Amy, Lewis, and Sansa, and a message from our sponsor Zeus.
Nut and bolt dumpling, nut and bolt hole, nut and bolt moon viewing.
That's lovely. Thank you very much for the 19-month subscription there, Zeus. Most grateful to you, and thank you for the lovely message as well. And Lewis and Samsa, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat, you're most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining me for another, what promises to be another very exciting game night. And my moderators are back. My moderators seem to disappear. Message from our sponsor, Dragon. No message from Dragon, but Dragon, very grateful to you for the 100 bits. Thank you very much for the support. Yeah, I'm feeling, as you can probably hear, I'm feeling slightly under the weather. I think there's a cold. We've all got it in this house. Dylan's got it, and Meg's got it today. I've been feeling a little under the weather for a few days. It's not just a 3-day hangover, though we did have a good time over the weekend at the anniversary party. So, but yeah, I think it's just a generic cold. Which is, I know, pain in the arse. I don't say, but during the COVID days, I didn't seem to have as many, but I had a particularly busy weekend, not just with the party, but with other things going on as well. So yeah, it's just this thing. I get run down when I try to do too much. So back and forth quite a few times to the flat, which is being renovated. All the carpets have gone, so that's exciting. So yeah, so I might be slightly less exuberant than perhaps I normally am this evening, but I'm grateful to you all the same. We've got Cryptex first up tonight. This has been written by Quizzle and proofed by 8Minky. Message from 8Minky reads, I don't often say I love this pack, slightly redacted phrase, but when I do love this pack. Fantastic and accessible pack with an abundance of redacted. So I won't say any more than that, but very, very high praise from 8Minky on Quizzle's work here, which we're very much looking forward to seeing. And if you want to take part in this game of Cryptex, we have got anytime entry now, so you can join in at any point during the game. But if you want to play from the start and maximise those points, you're going to need to type in this code. Code is Joggy, J-O-G-Y, Joggy. G. Isons, welcome to the stream. And BC, welcome to the stream as well. Goodness me, there's a lot of names. Joiner, welcome to you. Reminder for any new players or returning players who haven't been for a while, that in this game you need to whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot. She is the controller of the questions. She will be asking the questions in the chat, so keep your eye on the chat, because when they're in the chat they are live. And make sure you whisper your answers to her. Don't write anything in public chat, because they won't be processed by the game and will be deleted by a moderator. Welcome to the stream. Good evening to you. Yeah, I'll give you a few minutes to come join the game. 30 players in so far. It's a good start. 31. Fernando, welcome to you. Yeah, PL Joggy. Yes, Joggy Chum, PL Joggy. That's the name of the code. Pyro Pygmy, welcome on in. So yeah, lots sort of going on at the moment in IRL and stream stuff. I've got about 4 different projects that I've got up in the air at the moment, including one that's coming soon to game night. Haven't quite decided. Well, it'll be when it's finished, really, which isn't yet. But that's one of a number of different things that I'm juggling at the moment. And yeah, I've sort of taken a bit of an extended break from it. Friday was my birthday, so I did about 3 hours Friday morning, and then since then I haven't really touched the computer. I very quickly added the anytime entry to the pyramid a bit earlier on today, but I had the dentist first thing this morning, and then I had to go to a rehearsal for a concert on Sunday. Got home, scarfed down some lunch, went back out to go into the flat and see how the work's getting on over there. Hello Innes, welcome on in. And then came home, cooked dinner, ate dinner. While dinner was cooking, did the anytime entry on the pyramid, had dinner. Yeah, so it's just been a bit mad. Piano, organ and singing, side to sin, is my sort of repertoire of instruments, if you like. Hello Riff, welcome to the stream. Great to have you with us, my dude. Yeah, piano, organ and singing. Piano and organ are not the same. I found a new toccata actually by Eugene Gijou, which looks like Eugene Gigout, but I'm assured it's pronounced Gijou, which I would quite like to learn. Toccata in B minor, so that's fun. And what's the concert with Totally Cold? Oh, that's very kind of you. It's part of a concert series that I run at my local church, where I'm director of music. It's the start of the second half of the 2022 season on Sunday. It's first Sunday of every month at 6 p.m. And it's a sort of music through the ages. I'm working with the soprano friend of mine called Kira. Not Kira from Stream, though I have worked with her in the past as well. A different soprano called Kira, and we're doing some Handel and some John Dresden, I think it's John Dresden, and some Mozart and some slightly more modern stuff, so Nightingale sang in Berkeley Square and Porgy and Bess sort of things. And really loving it's an acapella who says really love everything you're saying. Well, thank you very much. Do pass on my regards, side to side. And I would take this opportunity to shamelessly plug my Music for Lockdown videos that I did, where I did a cappella stuff with myself. So if you go and type Ben Lathbury into YouTube Music for Lockdown, you'll find me. You'll find me there. I did a one-man Messiah. I might play a bit of it later on, possibly because Topper's not here, so he'll. I don't think Topper's here, so I can play it while he's not here. Maybe a bit at half time. But for now, we need to play Cryptex if there's no one else come to join. We've got a goodly number of players. So let's lock this lobby and begin the game. This is Quizzles Pack, proof by 8Minky. I have not seen these questions in advance, other than to check one or two minor things. Let's play. And here we go. So if you want to join it midway through, JOGY. Round one is called Decryption. A reminder, once I press the button one more time, this game will auto run straight through to the end, so there's nothing I can do to stop it. So make sure you've got your pen and paper ready. Lupine's beat me to it. Thank you, Lupine. Yeah, pen and paper at the ready, because it will be very helpful in this game. So every 20 seconds you'll be presented an index number and an 8-letter clue. 8 clues in total, and these clues will help you crack the Cryptex at the end of the round. Clue and the Cryptex share the same letter in the index position. For example, the clue might be 6, hopping Australian marsupial. All of the clues will be 8 letters long in the first 2 rounds, so the answer there would be kangaroo, and you need to take the 6th letter of that and put it into the 6th slot of your Cryptex. In this case, it would be R. After all 8 clues have been revealed, there'll be a 10-second break. At any time before the break, you may submit the answer to any of the clues that have been revealed, even if they're no longer displayed on the screen. So if you can't really think of number 1, if it's sort of on the tip of your tongue but you can't get to it and it comes to you later on, you can still answer questions even after they pass and are no longer on display, up until that 10-second break at the end, towards the end of the puzzle. Each correct answer is worth 5 points, but any incorrect answers or repeats will cost you 1 point. After the break, crack the Cryptex. You have got a single attempt to crack the Cryptex. If you do crack it, it's worth 20 points, but if you give me an incorrect answer, it will cost you 10 points. There is no penalty for abstention. So if you've got enough information from the clues that you've answered, then you might want to have a go. You don't have to have all 8, but remember, if you are wrong, it does cost you 10 points. Pen and paper is encouraged, and as ever, it's all your answers to Persephone's Twitch bot. No, you can't crack early, Nixonator. Only in round 3. In round 3, you can crack early. If you try and crack early in this round, it will mark it as wrong unless it happens to be the answer to one of the other clues, which is unlikely. In round 3, though, the objective is to crack the cryptex as quickly as possible. But that's a good question. Right, if you're ready to play, good luck. Round 1 is decryption. Here comes the first puzzle. Starting off with a person who rebels against authority, such as Fletcher Christian. And the second letter of this, a person who rebels against authority, such as Fletcher Christian. Work that out, take the second letter of that word, put it into the second slot of your cryptex. Moving on. Complete transformation of the appearance of someone or something. Complete transformation of the appearance of someone or something. Fourth letter. Show you whisper it, Natter. Got to whisper your answers. Next clue, causing indignation or disgust, like a faulty plug. Causing indignation or disgust, like a faulty plug. First letter. Moving on, V-shaped symbols that you want to keep hold of in buzz off. V-shaped symbols that you want to keep hold of in buzz off. Got the fifth letter of this. That's the halfway mark. Moving on to the next. A comfortable seat from where an inexperienced critic may comment. A comfortable seat from where an inexperienced critic may comment. Eighth letter. Moving on, according to a 2006 film, the payoff to a magic trick or respect based on one's reputation. According to a 2006 film, the payoff to a magic trick or respect based on one's reputation. You want the sixth letter of this. Moving on, covered with a hard black varnish, done in Tokyo. Covered with a hard black varnish, done in Tokyo. Third letter. One more clue for you. A strong dislike or unwillingness to do something, though maybe just one way. Strong dislike or unwillingness to do something, though maybe just one way. Seventh letter. And that is time. 10 seconds to check you're working. No more answers will be accepted here. Have you got enough to have a go at the cryptex? The cryptex will be a real word. It'll be 8 letters long. Crack it if you can. 20 points if you're right, minus 10 if you're wrong. And there is time. The solution to the cryptex is superior. Only a handful solving there. Person who rebels against authority would be a mutineer, from where we got the U. Complete transformation would be a makeover, from where we got the E. Cause an indignation or disgust is shocking, from where we got the S. V-shaped symbols are chevrons, from where we got the R. Comfortable seat, from where an inexperienced critic may comment, is the armchair, from where we got the other R. The prestige is the payoff to a magic trick, from where we got the I. And covered with a hard black varnish, japanned, from where we got the P. And a strong dislike or unwillingness to do something is an aversion, from where we got the O. That is the end of puzzle 1. Innes with the lead of 55. Mark's got 50. Dogfish on 48. Riff on 45. Fired on 40. The only 5 to solve the cryptex there. Samson's got 39. Jack on 20. Colo 20. Shapes and Lupine on 19. Toot, Garrett and Oni on 14. So, that's the first puzzle. Let's have another one. A song sung in the open air, typically to woo a lover. Third letter. A song sung in the open air, typically to woo a lover. On to the next. A person campaigning to bring about social or political change. A person campaigning to bring about social or political change. 7th letter. On to the next. You can come back to that one if you suddenly think of it a bit later on. Closure of a factory or system due to a fault or for maintenance. Closure of a factory or system due to a fault or for maintenance. Got the 4th letter here. 8 of them are mentioned by name in a visit from St. Nicholas. 8 of them are mentioned by name in a visit from St. Nicholas. Got the 6th letter. Quite a few getting that one there. Moving on. A conflict between 2 aircraft at close range. A conflict between 2 aircraft at close range. You want the 2nd letter. Going on to the next. A short video containing examples of an actor or director's work, or indeed composer's work. Indeed a programmer's work. A short video containing examples of an actor or director's work. Not the 5th letter. Two more. People who deliberately spoil the fun for others. People who deliberately spoil the fun for others. Your last clue, relating to law courts or to the use of science to investigate crime. Related to law courts or to the use of science to investigate crime. This will give you the first letter. First letter of this is the first letter of the Cryptex. A couple of players getting all 8 here, well done to Samster and to Shapes. Quite a few 7s in here as well. Zeus is also getting 8 here. 10 seconds to check you're working, no answers accepted now. 20 seconds to solve the Cryptex. If you've managed to get enough information, can you work it out? 20 points if you're right, minus 10 if you're wrong. No penalty for abstention here. Any more? And the solution was Fortress. A song sung in the open air as a serenade, from where we got the R. Person campaigning to bring about social or political change is an activist, from where we got the S. Closure of a factory or system is a shutdown, from where we got the T. 8 of them mentioned by name is reindeer, from where we got the E. A conflict between 2 aircraft at close range is a dogfight, from where we got the O. Short video containing examples of work is a showreel, from where we got the R. People who deliberately spoil the fun for others are killjoys, from where we got the S. And relating to law courts or to the use of science to investigate crime is forensic, from where we got the F. That's the end of puzzle 2 and the end of round 1. Innes with a lead of 105. Dogfish in second with 101. Samster is in third with 99, just ahead of Mark on 98. Riff on 83. Shape 79. Zeus 73. Colo 70. Toot and Jack and Odd Garrett all on a very nice 69. And Lupine on 64. Let's take a look at the rules of round 2. Gameplay is identical in round 2, which is called combination, identical to round 1. Each clue, though, is now a combination of 2 words. The ending of the first word is blended with the beginning of the second word. At least 2 of the letters will overlap. It may be more, but it will be at least 2. For example, a poke hand of 5 hearts and bar black blank would be flush and cheap. Give you flusheap when you blend them together for an 8-letter word, and as before, you take the index indicated to give yourself the second letter, which in this case would be L. Put that into the slot of your Cryptex, and the more you can get, the more chance you will have of cracking the Cryptex at the end of the round. Gatekeeper, welcome to the stream. You can come join the game by typing in JOGY, and you'll be brought into the game. Flush sleep is a great hand in sheep poker. Yeah, does sound it. Sheep poker. Very nice. A royal flush heap. Ah, we just don't know. Here we go. Good luck. Capital city of Ghana and the capital city of Morocco. Add them together, at least 2 will overlap. Take the 8th letter of the resulting thing. Remember, you can get letters in this round even if you don't solve the clue, because you may know half a clue. Kirsten, Oscar nominated for The Power of the Dog, and Emma, Oscar nominated for The Favourite. Device used to connect to the internet. Communication sent when on the internet. Device used to connect to the internet. Communication sent when on the internet. This is very elegant. Canadian rapper who sung Passion Fruit in 2017. American singer who sung Milkshake in 2003. Position of Jupiter in order from the Sun, and position of the Earth in order from the Sun. Take the first letter of this mashed up word and put that into the first slot of your Cryptex. Those 2 Greek letters. 4th index. First word of Zadie Smith's debut novel, and the last word of Zadie Smith's debut novel. 6th index. Yeah, this is... I can see where 8Minky was coming from with the high praise in this riff. This is sterling work. US President from 2009 to 2017, and the UK Prime Minister from 1990 to 1997. This is the final clue of the puzzle, so if you've missed any, now's the chance to go back for them. 10 seconds to check you're working. Fluid Fernando, hello, welcome to the stream, formally. Lots of high praise coming in here, Quizzle. Can you crack the Cryptex? It will be a real word, I hasten to add. It will be a real word, not a blended word. And the solution to the Cryptex was fragment. So you've got Accra and Rabat, I believe, where we've got the T. Dunst and Stone for the N. Modemail, modem and email for the M. Drake and Kellis, from where we've got the R, Drake Kellis. Fifth and third for fifth third, from where we've got the F. That's Omega and Gamma, Omagama, from where we got the G. White and Teeth, White Teeth, from where we got the E. Obama and Major, from where we got the A. Great work there, I have to say. Terrific work from Quizzle. And if you enjoyed that, well, another one to come, perhaps. Ennis in the lead still with 165. Samson moves to second with 154. Mark's in third with 153, just 2 points ahead of Dogfish on 151. Shapes 139, Riff 135, Toot 129, and so on. Next puzzle. Fruit whose cultivars include Gala and Honeycrisp. Citrus fruit whose cultivars include Lisbon and Verna. Second index. Poet who wrote The Tiger and poet who wrote Ode to a Nightingale. Fifth letter. Fortune 500 transportation company founded in 1971, and a Fortune 500 petroleum company that merged with Mobil in 1999. 8th letter, last letter of this mashed up word, is what you want. Lion protagonist of a 1994 Disney film, and the deer protagonist of a 1942 Disney film. Composer of the 1928 work Bolero and composer of the 1899 work Enigma Variations. Something like that. And that's how they go. City that is home to the Kaaba and city that is home to the Al-Azhar Mosque. City that is home to the Kaaba and city that is home to the Al-Azhar Mosque. 4th letter. Two more. Home country of sports star Rafael Nadal and home country of sports star Virat Kohli. Or Kohli, possibly. Home country of sports star Rafael Nadal and home country of sports star Virat Kohli. Final clue of the puzzle. Blue, mink and bowhead are types of this mammal. Ii, Indri and Sifaka are types of this primate. 6th index. Quite a few getting 8 for 8 here. Innes, Toot, Luca, Nixonator, all picking up 8 here. Very well played. Have you got enough clues to solve the Cryptex? 20 seconds to do so, 20 points if you're right. Again, will be a real word. So I see lots of green up here. Well done if you have solved this one. The solution to the Cryptex. Spaceman. Apple and lemon, apple lemon. Blake and Keats, Blake Keats. FedEx and Exxon, FedExon. Simbambi, which I really like, Simba and Bambi. Ravel and Elgar, Ravelgar. Mecca and Cairo, Meccairo. Spain and India, Spaindia. And Whale and Lima, Whalema. That's the end of puzzle 4. Kudos to Quizzle on a very, very intelligently constructed round there. Lots of fun and lots of high solves as well. Inca still with the lead 225. Samsa on 209. Mark a point behind on 208. Dogfish on 201. Shapes 194. Toot 189. Luca 182. Riff 180. Food Fernando and Zeus 172. Cola 170. And Odd Garrett 169. Elgar in the style of Ravel. Don't know about that riff, I'll try later on. Final round is round 3. Honestly, best round of Cryptex I've ever played. That's high praise, because we've had some good Cryptexes in the past. In this round, all you need to do is crack the Cryptex and do it as quickly as possible. Do not submit answers to the clues, only crack the Cryptex. If the clue happens to be 8 letters long, which they may not be this round, they are differing lengths and it will be indicated, then it will mark it as an attempt, and you only get one attempt to crack the Cryptex, so be careful. At the beginning of the round, the Cryptex is worth 55 points. Clues are revealed every 15 seconds, and each clue drops the value of the Cryptex by 5 points. You give it a category at the start when it's worth 55 points. You have got a single attempt. An incorrect answer will earn you 1 point for each letter in the correct position. So come the end, even if you haven't solved all of the letters or you haven't got all the way, you might as well guess, because every letter in the right place will get you 1 point. You cannot lose points in this round. This is the final round. There are 3 Cryptexes to go. Starting off with an animal. Would not be surprised if nobody wants to attempt at this point. This does leave it rather wide open. Let's start putting some letters in there. Remember, do not solve these clues, just note down the index for 50 points. Unit typically used to measure the strength of a vehicle's engine. 10 letters. The 3rd letter. 45 points. Herb that is used in the alcoholic drinks absinthe and vermouth. Do not solve this. Just take the fourth letter of this 8-letter word, stick it into the Cryptex. Oni's had a go and is not right. Bad luck, Oni. Tooter's first to solve, I think, getting 45 points. Very well done there. 40 now available. A group of atoms forming the smallest unit of a chemical compound. 8 letters. Dogfish right behind for 40 points. Simpsons having a go is not correct. 35 points now available. Principle or set of beliefs that are considered to be indisputably true. 5 letters, you want the first. Anticipating possibly some solves here. The first letter is often very useful. There's a solve from Colo. Misfire from Odd Garrett and from Fired. Picking up a couple of points, but not the max. 30 points now available. On Twitter, when a tweet gets more replies than likes. 5 letters, you want the fifth. Amy's had a go, picked up some letters, but not the right answer. Innes has solved up 255 now. 25 points available for solving now. Showing embarrassment from feeling foolish or from a lack of self-confidence. 8 letters, you want the 7th. About half and half so far. Maybe slightly more failing to solve than have solved. For 20 points, historical military device for hurling large stones or other missiles. 8 letters, you want the 6th. Lupine's got there for 20 points. Samter's got there for 20 points. 15 now available. Where the hiring and firing takes place on TV's The Apprentice. 9 letters, you want the 2nd. This is the last clue. Now it's a chance to have a go. Even if you haven't got them all, type something. It could be worth some extra points. 10 points if you can solve now. 1 point per letter in the right place if you're wrong. Remember, it's an animal we're after here. The solution was dormouse, horsepower, wormwood, molecule, dogma, ratio, sheepish, catapult, and boardroom. All of those answers beginning with animals. On we go. A movie. I can neither confirm nor deny that this round follows the same format. The category is a movie. And for 50 points, exchange a coupon for goods, discount or money. 6 letters, you want the 4th. Planned route or journey for travel. 9 letters, you want the 7th. £45 points for solving now. And for 40, South Dakota mountain featuring the carving of 4 US presidents. 8 letters, you want the 2nd. Remember, we're looking for a movie. Hello, Topper. You're very welcome to lurk. Hope you're well, my dude. In his first to solve, picking up 40 points, well played. An X-shaped cross such as that on the flag of Scotland. 7 letters, you want the 1st. And Toot and Dogfish both solving for 35. It's going to be close at the top. Reese giving it a go and misfiring. Riff and Luke are now solving. And Fluid Fernando, 30 points now available. The arrangement of objects in a straight line. 9 letters, you want the 6th. Samster has solved. BC has solved. 30 points if you can solve now. It's a movie we're after. Shapes has got there for 30. Crying out loudly, expressing fear or pain. 9 letters, you want the 8th. Paulister's there. Jogging, firing and missing. Mark has got there for 25 as well. Penultimate clue of the puzzle. 20 points available. A piece of fabric with woven pictures or designs. 8 letters, you want the 3rd. There was another solve there. Who was that? Nixonator. Oh, Garrett. Dragon all solving at 20 points. Lupine solving at 20 points. Final clue for 15. A blow in boxing delivered vertically north towards an opponent's chin. 8 letters, you want the 5th. It is a movie we're after. Now is the time to solve. Yeah, it's a difficult game, Nixonator. It is a hard one. Colo's getting there for 15. 10 points if you can solve now. 1 point for every letter in the right place. Give it a go. Worth some extra points, which equal more pennies. Do give it a go. The solution was Superman. Redeem, which starts with red. Itinerary, which starts with it. Rushmore, which starts with rush. Saltire, which starts with salt. Alignment, which starts with Ali. Screaming, which starts with scream. Tapestry, which starts with tape. Uppercut, which starts with up. All of the answers beginning with movies there. One final puzzle in this game. It's a food. 8 letters long. 55 points if you can solve it now. And for 50 points, a house with a single story. 8 letters, you want the second. Reese having a go and not getting there. Bad luck. For 45 points, a large rally of scouts or guides. 8 letters, you want the third. And Riff solving for 45. Very well played. Moving up to 265. That puts you into 4th place at the moment, Riff. 40 points now available. Shape solving to hinder or impede or a picnic basket. 6 letters, you want the 4th. 40 points for solving now. Nope, we dropped to 35. Gemstone that is formed in an oyster. 5 letters, you want the 5th. Jogging solving for 35 there. Well played. Innes and Lucar and Oni and Lupine and Nixonator all solving. Innes cementing his win there. 330, that's a good score. 30 points now available. I'm going to stop calling out people solving because the solves are coming in very fast. A wave or flourish a weapon in anger or excitement. 8 letters long, you want the 6th. 30 points if you can solve now. Oh no, Reese, bad luck. Yeah, easily done. 25 points now available. The system of pipes and fittings that provide a supply of water. 8 letters, you want the 8th. Dogfish getting up to 301. 20 points. A small ornamental statuette in human form. Penultimate cue of the game. Penultimate clue of the game, even. Glad to see that Zeus has got this one. And for 15 points, dog breed that featured in a classic Dodie Smith novel. 9 letters, you want the 1st. Give it a go. Leftover points 10 if you can solve it now. 1 point for every letter in the right place if you're wrong. Worth a shot. Got to be worth a shot. There you go, Zeus. There's your dumpling. Bungalow, which starts with bun. Jamboree, which starts with jam. Hamper, which starts with ham. Pearl, which starts with P or possibly pear, take your pick. Brandish, which starts with bran. Plumbing, which starts with plum. Figurine, which starts with fig. And Dalmatian, which starts with dal. That is the end of the puzzle and the end of the game. And after all that, 3rd place goes to Toot with 294. Silver medal goes to Dogfish with 301. But our winner with 330 points is Innis. Very well played, Innis. And huge thanks to Quizzle for an ingenious pack. Really, really very well constructed, very well thought through, really exciting all the way through that game. So yeah, great work there, Quizzle. Thank you very much for your efforts, and again, well done to Innis, and well done to everybody. If you've got a positive score, we will convert those points into pennies and add them to the total, and all will be well. They'll be added to your bank. Very elegant pack, I thought so as well. 4 legends is okay, and I think that's pretty good. Pretty good there, Shapes. Pretty good, 273, yeah. Nice, and if you're first time playing this game or you're new to the channel and you've only played it once or twice before, then you've had a masterclass in how to write there, definitely. Really, really great stuff from Quizzle, but I do hope you enjoyed it and I do hope you'll stick around. Sorry I've not been more exuberant, but I suppose it's a game for being relatively mellow. Message from our sponsor, Odd Garrett.
Dumpling hole! !
Dumpling hole indeed. Thank you very much for the 100 bits there, Odd Garrett. Yeah, all is well. And the thing that I did at the beginning, while I was effing and blinding in chat, was because incredibly exuberant. I'm not feeling it tonight, but thank you very much, Nixonator. Yeah, OBS had decided it was going to change which screen was the target of the window capture, and it decided to capture this monitor up here, which had all of the answers to Cryptex on it. Certainly for the first 2 puzzles. It was only up for a couple of seconds, so I'm glad nobody's gone back and sort of clipped that to, you know, go back, because that would completely defeat the point of the game. And it's on me. I mean, it's on OBS, but it's my fault for not checking it before going live. I should be in studio mode, but there we go. So apologies for that. Hopefully you didn't see anything to give the game away, but some great scores coming out of that game, and like I say, we'll convert those all into pennies. I'm going to get myself another glass of wine, and when we come back, I'll play some adverts during the break. When we come back, we will be playing... what will we be playing? The Pyramid, as written by Oni. Nice little pack, again, proof by 8. Very grateful to 8 Minky for his efforts here. Pyramid, relatively straightforward trivia game, but also with unnecessary complications that make it so much fun. And I do hope that you'll stick around to join us for that. Congratulations again to Innes, and thank you again to Quizzle for a spectacular pack. You've been playing Cryptex. I'll be back after the adverts in just a few minutes' time. And don't go away, because right after the break, we're staying with Egypt as we dive into the trivia pyramid of the pyramid. Should be lots of fun. Pack written by Oni. Some adverts coming in if you're not subscribed, so do stick around. Grab your Cryptex bonus right now, and don't touch that dial, because we'll be right back. Welcome back to the second part of this evening's game night, where it is time for the pyramid. This has been written by Oni91_573, and should prove to be a lot of fun for you all. We've had a lot of wordplay so far, the crossword goodness of Cryptex and the Wordle warm-up, but now it's time for some trivia. And if you think you've got what it takes to scale the pyramid, type in the code NFLZ. Oh, there we go. People are joining now. NFLZ. Hopefully I remember to turn the microphone on, that's why no one's reacting, because no one can hear me. There we go. Looks like you can hear me. NFL makes me sleep as well. Very nice jogging. Yeah, saying I'm not really into. To be fair, I've never sat down and tried to watch it properly, but I imagine it would make me sleep. $32 in so far. Room for some more. Anytime entry should now be implemented, but if you join after the start of the fourth question, you will automatically be in the shadows, just because of the nature of how the game works with eliminating people at the end of each row. So bear that in mind. If you do want to come play though, there's your code. I'll give you a couple of minutes to come join. Is there anything I want to play to you? Could I play you a song? I was going to play Ravel Elgar in the style of Ravel. Well, that's just Ravel. Anyone know that piece? It starts like that. Then I need Ash. Such a great opening to a piano concerto. No, that's a Ravel piano concerto. He's gonna piano at me. Yeah, Ravel piano concerto in G, I want to say. That's the one with the really obnoxious slow movement, where none of the passages are the same. They're all slightly different. It sort of unravelled. Yeah, it did a little bit. I play Elgar. It's not that chord. What is the chord? What's that? Which I always thought was the but I always thought it was the Club to Death from The Matrix by Rob D. I didn't know it was actually sampling Elgar until about 15 years after I first saw The Matrix, which is slightly worrying. But there we go. Some Bruckner. Oh, I can't play Bruckner. He's not renowned for his piano music. It sounds a bit weird with the Egyptian droners and I need to play an E flat minor. So play his piano. See the fact you can play with. I can't really. I'm wasted with that sheet music. Oh no, this isn't the one in E flat minor. This is the one it's in G. So it is in the right key. No, I generally play with sheet music. I'm a concert pianist in my day, but in my sort of day job, if you like. But I still always play with music. Apart from stuff that I memorised when I was a student, when all my teachers insisted that I'd do stuff from memory. Well, I didn't insist, but encouraged me to do stuff from memory. I just get so anxious playing from memory, because if you have a memory slip, then it's all over. And I sort of figured I've gone slightly too high up the professional pole to risk public embarrassment by doing so. So I just play with the score. It just makes me feel much more comfortable generally. So yeah, I don't play much from memory. If I do, it's sort of trying to fiddle my way through it. I play by heart. That's very kind, Mark. Yes. Yeah, I've actually got to sing at this concert on Sunday. I'm slightly worried about my voice. Here's one very quickly before we start, because I know I'm going on. I'm just waiting for a few more people to come join. Anyone tell me the composer of this piece? We'll find an organ sample. Let's go with. Oh, Innes has got that. I need a pedal board to play it properly, though. No, it's not Bach. It's a bit later than Bach. Leon Billman. It's the toccata from his... You played a brass band version of it. Nice. I can imagine that working for brass band. Yeah, it's a toccata from his Suite Gothique. Whenever anyone at the church asks me to play something, that is my go-to showy piece, because it shows the full range of the organ, because it starts really quiet and ends really big. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I need a pedal board because you played all the fiddly bits with your abs and then the melody with your feet. Not a cat, welcome to the stream. We're going to lock it there. I've had a nice chat, I've had a little play. I show the full range of my organ in a church, I absolutely do, I know. Shocking, isn't it? Right, if you're ready to play, let's lock up the lobby. You can still come and join with that code, though bear in mind if you join after question number 4, then you will be in the shadows automatically. Here's how to play. The 4 fastest players to answer each question earn a slot on the game board. Yeah, the bigger the organ, the better. When the row is full, those players then compete for the available slots in the next row. But beware, if you choose to answer and are incorrect, you're sent to the shadows and are prevented from earning or keeping a slot on the row. If you answer and have already got a slot, then you lose it and you can't even get a second chance on it. Keep playing though, because all players earn points for correct answers, and at the end of each row, the highest scorers will claim any slots that were left vacant by unsuccessful players. Ties are broken on total response time. Players who initially earned a slot but subsequently lost it will not be eligible to earn a vacant slot. The 4 players who reach the top will progress to the final. I did see a clip of, actually it was Anna Lapwood's clip on Twitter that I saw of her playing the Jiju Toccata that made me think I need to learn this, which is trying to turn pages on a new iPad by winking at it, which you can do with certain apps, but it's a little bit temperamental. So yeah, that was very, very funny. I do like Anna Lapwood. She's a remarkable player, and she's always, whenever she interviews, she's always seems just so enthusiastic about everything, and she's, to see a young, at the risk of sounding sexist, to see a young female organist just really going heads and shoulders above what organists are doing is just almost miraculous, it seems, because a lot of organists tend to be male, stale and pale. So to, you know, what Anna Lapwood does for music, I just think she's remarkable, I really do. Sorry, I've gone off on a tangent there. Please do, Proogs. I'd like to see that. I don't know if I've seen it, but yeah, I follow her on Twitter. I think she's always good value. So those are the rules of the game. Let's play the pyramid. Full answers required. Make sure you're whispering to Persephone's Twitch bot when the question is in the chat. The question is live, even if it's not on your screen. If you've got some latency, you've got 20 seconds or so to do each one. There is no response from the bot that your answer has been processed, so you might want to type answers twice, but only twice. Doesn't need to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12 times, but it is full answer required. I can overrule if the spell checker doesn't catch you and I deem it to be right. Good luck to you all. This pack of the pyramid by Oni. Here's question 1. Remember, you don't have to play. Wrong answer, you're in the shadows, but you can abstain. A tetrahedron is a pyramid with what shaped base? Remember, abstention is a perfectly valid strategy, because if you're wrong, you're straight into the shadows. If you abstain, you can wait till the end of the row before you attempt. 20 players attempting that, as indicated by your lit yellow border. Correct answer was a triangle. Tetrahedron, naturally from the Greek for 4 faces there, tetrahedron. If you gave me triangle or triangular, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. Square, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Oh, did you see the story of that corn getting into trouble with the Weeble guy? Yeah, that was quite funny, and I'm glad it got resolved, and they've actually paid him for his work, which is, you know, how it should be. Triangle was the answer. If you gave me square, if you're one of those players, I'm afraid that is the wrong answer, and it's off to the shadows. Do you keep answering though, because you could still get back onto the row, and you do get points. You can keep getting back into the game right up until the very end, so keep answering. For now though, the fastest 4, there's quite a few still lit in green, the fastest 4 will get a slot on the zigzag tile. Let's see who you were. Nixonator was fastest, Jack was second, Paulus was third, and Mark was fourth. Very well done, you are through to the next row, providing you can keep your tile. You four, you might want to think twice before answering the questions. You still get points if you're right, but if you're wrong, you lose your slot on the tile, and you will not be able to get a second chance on this row. So think carefully before your answer, but well done for now, you are through for the time being. We're going on to the mosaic question. Take a look at this. Which Korean car manufacturer's logo consists of an italicized H in an ellipse? "26 players attempting this one, including a couple of our players who are already through. The correct answer is Hyundai. Hyundai's first car was a rebadging of the Ford Cortina, released to the South Korean market in 1968. For contrast, Honda logo is a capital H with the bar of the H quite low down, but it is in a rounded rectangle, not an ellipse. So if we went for Honda, you might be about to have some tears. If you gave me Hyundai, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Only a couple of Hondas up there. AB, me, and Andrew both giving me Honda. Jur's going for Dayu. Jur's already in the shadows. If you're in the shadows, incidentally, you might as well attempt every question. There's no reason not to. So if you're in the shadows, attempt every question, because the worst you can be is wrong and you're already in the shadows. Unfortunately, though, for AB, me, and may have misread the H in the question. Maybe possibly an RTFQ moment. But AB, me, and Andrew, I'm afraid that's the wrong answer. We're off to the shadows. Still plenty of greens up there. Let's put the fastest four onto the mosaic tile, and they are. Shadowbane was fastest, Nafta was second, Lupine was third, and Zeus was fourth. Very well played. You are through to the next row, providing you can keep your slot on this first row. Reminder, if you're not sure of the question, you might want to leave it out. You get the point if you're right, but you do lose your slot if you're wrong. For now, you're through to the next row, and we're going to go on to the bass clef question. Bass clef question worth another point. Take a look at this. See how long I keep my slot. Don't have to answer Nafta, bear that in mind. In a game of snooker, what coloured ball starts at the exact centre of the table? I'm not sure if Oni spelt that with centre T-E-R, or if that was corrected by Ape. I know Oni's a British writer. I can't imagine him writing centre with an ER, possibly corrected by Ape there, who I know is an American proofer. How many players? 26 players attempting that question. Remember, if you're in the shadows, you might as well attempt the question. There's nothing to lose if you're in the shadows and you're wrong. 26 attempted it, and hopefully 26 gave me the answer of blue. Reds are all in a triangle, green, brown, and yellow in order on the break line by view of the player breaking. Pink in front of the reds, black behind the reds, and blue is square in the middle. If you gave me blue, you'll go green. If you didn't, you will go red. Red, white, black, yellow, and pink. All incorrect answers. No yellow. Looking at it from the telly angle, yellow is sort of top leftish. Pink just above the red balls, not in the centre. The white could be, you could argue, the white, but in a game of snooker, what coloured ball starts at the centre of the table gets us out of that one, because otherwise you could make the argument for any of them. Black, again, underneath the reds, unfortunately wrong answers. So it does mean Puzzle Dan, G. Eisens, Toot, and Samster, you are off to the shadows to join Amy and Fired, who are already there. Keep answering though, because you could get back in, but for now, it's off to the shadows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players were correct and eligible for this slot on the bass clef tile. Let's see who the four fastest were. Joiner, where are you? Yes, I see you there. Chat is king on time. Yeah, you could be answering out of time. So when the question's in the chat, the question is live, is the general rule of play. So yeah, keep an eye on the chat. Fastest four then, going on to the bass clef tile, and they are Fernando, Proogs, Shapes, and Riff. Very well done. If you can keep that slot, you are through to the next row. Mr. Vertigo, Jogging, Pyro Pygmy, Stimpson, Colo, and Reese, all correct, but not quick enough. Colo actually 3 for 3, but not managing to get a slot yet. Let's see if we can change that for him on the adder tile, the snake tile, the asp tile, whichever one you want to call it, at the end. Incidentally, if you have not already earned a slot, and if you're in the shadows, you might as well answer, but if you've not already earned a slot, i.e. if you are not blue, you might as well attempt this question, because if you don't earn a slot here, you're going to be going to the shadows anyway, because we lose all players who aren't through after this question. Good luck to you all. Here is the adder question. Parkin is a cake flavoured primarily with which spice? Jack's going to sit this one out and hang on to his tile. I think I know, not risking it. Very smart play. If you're already blue, you might want to sit it out. But say if you're not already blue, then this is definitely one you should probably give a go, because you'll be going out either way. The correct answer, hopefully, you gave me ginger, a Yorkshire invention. It's a thick cake made with oats and molasses, phenomenally good with a stout in winter. I'll take mine without the stout, thank you, Oni. If you gave me ginger, you'll go green. Proos, I would have said ginger. Well, it's got to play it safe though. You're already through, Proos. Cost you a point. Well, it doesn't cost you a point, you don't get the point, but you do get your shot at the next row. If you gave me ginger, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. No, you're not, David. You can type in the code, but you will be automatically going to the shadows at this point. Welcome to the stream. In fact, this would be a good testing, actually, David, if you type in NFLZ at the bottom. It's at the bottom of the pyramid, David. You should join in the shadows. There you go. So you can still get back in, but you can't get through because we've already had the last question of the row. Green if you're right. Cinnamon, 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 ginger, nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon, anise, ginger, cinnamon, ginger, ginger, cinnamon, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, licorice, ginger, and ginger. All of those are incorrect answers, apart from the ones that are not, because they're ginger. The ginger answers are correct. If you gave me anything other than ginger, I'm afraid it's off to the shadows. We are going to have a spare tile. Mr. Vertigo, Pyro, Pygmy, and Reese are the only three players in green, which means we're going to have one left, and we didn't lose any from the previous one, so let's pop you in order of speed. Pyro, Pygmy was fastest, Reese was second, and Mr. Vertigo was third. Nobody taking that last tile, because only 3 were eligible to get there. My 100% record. Unfortunately not there, David. If you didn't get through, I think it's just Joiner there who's not a cat. Joiner and not a cat, not already in the shadows. Unfortunately, at the end of the row and you're not through, you must go to the shadows now. But we have got 1 space left on this row, and we're going to give it to the player in the shadows with the highest score broken on time. So the fastest of the players with 3. At a quick glance, that looks like Topper, Colo, and Luca. I don't think there are any 4s amongst the shadows. Let's see who's taking the second chance saloon. Repopulate the vacancies, please. It's Topper. Topper, you are in with a second chance here. Having spent the least amount of time answering questions, you get your second chance saloon. Welcome back to the game. Everyone who is in the shadows, do continue answering, because every question is now worth 2 points. The 16 players who've gone through, same rules apply. You're going to have priority getting onto this next row, but there are only 12 spaces. We're going to start with the bulb question. Take a look at this. Is it your first time on the pyramid, Topper? Nice. Let's see if you can stay there. The city nicknamed the Music City can be found in which US state? No, actually you're right, Dragon, it wouldn't have been. Just 20 players attempting this question, most of whom are in the shadows, actually. A handful out of the shadows giving it a go. The correct answer is Tennessee. The city in this case is Nashville. If you gave me Nashville, unfortunately that won't count as a right answer, because we were specifically after the state. Green if you're right, red if you're not. Michigan, Memphis, I'm assuming that's Kansas, Nashville, Michigan, and Michigan, all incorrect answers, and the only incorrect answers come from players already in the shadows. I'm afraid you have to stay there. Tennessee was the answer we're after, and we've got 5 players, so one of you is about to be very sad. Zeus, Lupine, Mark, Mexinator, and Reese. Oh, we've lost somebody. I beg your pardon, we did have somebody. We've lost somebody from the pyramid. Natter, going for Memphis, not the right answer. Memphis, not a state as far as I know, so we lose you from the game. But do keep answering, Natter, you could get a second chance saloon. One of you 5 is about to become sad. Let's find out who. Mark was fastest, Reese was second, Zeus was third, and Lupine was fourth. Nexinator, you were correct, and you do get another chance on this row, but unfortunately not fast enough there. You've still, so 4 have gone through, 1 has gone out, which leaves 7 players left to battle it out. No, I can't maths. 11 players to battle it out for 8 remaining spaces, starting with the Horned Viper. Take a look at this. The Guru Granth Sahib is which religion's main sacred text? Hard pass from Mark. He's going to hang on to his slot on the pyramid. Can't say I blame you. 21 players attempting this one. Quite a few from the light side, as well as quite a few in the shadows. Remember, if you're in the shadows, you might as well attempt every question. There's nothing to lose. If your avatar has gone black, you might as well attempt all the questions. There's nothing to lose and everything to gain. The correct answer for that, incidentally, is Sikhism. Sikhism. It is written in Punjabi, details the life of the 10 living gurus of the Sikh religion. Scripture itself is believed by Sikhs to be the final external guru. And a note from 8Minky here, I found it humorous that there exists an online encyclopedia of the Sikhs called the Sikh Wiki, or the Sikhi Wiki, as it's spelt up here. Sikhi Wiki, if you like. If you gave me Sikh or Sikhism, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. 13 of you correct, 8 of you incorrect. Mr. Vertigo and Topper both going for some variation on Hinduism. Hindu and Hinduism both incorrect. A few players in the shadows getting it wrong. Odd Garrett going for Buddhism, Natter for Hindi, Stimson Sangal for Hinduism, PL Jogging for Buddhism, Amy for Buddhism, and Dragon for Hinduism. Unfortunately, incorrect answers. And Topper and Mr. Vertigo, thank you for playing, but you have to go to the shadows. Do keep answering, because you could get in on a second chance to lose. Nexinator, you're going to get through this time, because only 4 of you have gone green. There's 4 spaces available. Let's fill you in answer time order. Fluid Fernando was fastest, Jack was second, Nexinator was third, and Paulister was fourth. Very well done. You earn yourself a slot there on the pyramid. We have lost 3 people. We have sent 8 people through of the original 16, which means there are 5 of you now battling it out for 4 slots on the 2 reeds tile. Shadowmane, Shapes, Proogs, Pyro, and Riff. If we manage to fill all 4, there will be no second chance saloons. If not, then we will go from the highest scoring players in the shadows. Currently looking at Luca on a score of 7. He's hoping somebody's going to drop the ball here. At least 2 players are going to drop the ball and give him a chance to get back into the game. Let's find out as we look at the 2 reads question. Which 90s game show based on a board game began every episode with the voiceover, "You are invited to a murder"? Attempting this one again. Reminder, if you're in the shadows, you might as well attempt every question if you are indeed still here. Michael Barrymore's my kind of music. Could be, but I don't think it is. The correct answer is, in fact, Cluedo, or Clue. The best bit about this show was how the end credits music was basically, what if we played the main theme with the synths from GoldenEye 007? Presumably for the M64. Yeah, Cluedo is what we wanted, and if you gave me Clue or Cluedo, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Nice to see everyone who attempted that. The 25 players who attempted it were all correct. Very well done. We don't need to send anybody to the shadows, though it is the end of the row. So we're going to populate this tile first of all. And 4 of you were right who attempted it. Pyro obviously not giving me an answer there. So Pyro is going to be eliminated in just a minute. But Shadowmane, Shapes, Proogs, and Riff, you are on to. Must have just been out of time. Bad luck there, Pyro. And welcome to the stream, by the way. Let's put you guys onto the 2 reads tile. Shapes was first, Proogs was second, Shadowmane was third, and Riff was fourth. And so we continue to the next row with our 12 players gone through. We lose 3 for getting questions wrong earlier on. And Pyro Pygmy, unfortunately, it's the end of the row, and you've not managed to book yourself a slot onto the row, so I'm afraid you have to go to the shadows. 12 players now battling it out for 8 positions on the hand and the bowl tiles respectively. 3 points for every correct answer. Do keep answering in the shadows because, again, There's a chance a player will drop the ball. The difficulty does tend to creep up slightly at this point. So, yeah, do keep answering. You could get yourself a second chance saloon. Good luck as we go to the hand tile. Which county cricket club takes its name from the historic county that is now mostly part of Greater London? Three players attempting this question. Again, reminder, if you're in the shadows, you might as well attempt. There is nothing to lose if you're in the shadows. Do attempt the question. It's worth 3 points if you're right, and possibly a second chance if you're extra right. The correct answer is... oh, I'm on the wrong tab. I'm on Google Chrome. The correct answer is... Middlesex. Middlesex is what we wanted. Can be found next to the counties of Sussex, Wessex, and no sex please with British. Thank you very much, Odie. Yeah, I remember when the internet was first introduced in schools, you couldn't get onto the West Sussex County Council website because they had sex in the URL. The early days of the internet. Happy memories indeed. Boo cricket question, says Jez. Well, if you gave me Middlesex, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Westminster, Essex, Chelsea, Sussex, Oval, Surrey, Marylebone, Essex, Lords, Sussex, and South Africa from Not a Cat. Bit of a stab in the dark. Prug's going for Surrey, Reeswyn going for Sussex. Unfortunately, that is not going to fly, and you are going to lose your space on the pyramid, but thank you very much for playing. It's off to the shadows with you. 5 players of the potentially eligible players getting this one right. We lose 2 from the pyramid. 4 of these 5 are going to get through. Zeus, Lupine, Jack, Shapes, and Riff. Zeus and Lupine with the highest scores, Jack with the lowest score, but in this game that doesn't usually count. Let's find out who was fastest. Shapes was first, then Lupine, Jack was third, and Riff was fourth. Zeus, one of the high scorers, was not one of the 4 fastest to get that one right. Zeus, you have to answer the next question correctly if you want to stay in the game. Well done to Shapes, Lupine, Jack, and Riff, who stay on the pyramid. No vacancies at the moment. Could turn up as we come to the bowl question. A reminder, if you are in the light, you must attempt this question, because if you don't attempt it, you're definitely going to be eliminated after this question. If you attempt it and you're wrong, you'll be eliminated. If you don't attempt it, you'll be eliminated. Good luck. Here's the bowl question worth 3 points. Take a look at this. Which author was the first black woman to appear on a US quarter coin, first minted in January 2022? God, that's so depressing. What I mean, it's so depressing, it took until January 2022 to have a black woman minted on a coin in the USA, but I'm not going to make it political. 18 players have attempted this question, they're relatively low. Let's take a look. The correct answer is Maya Angelou. She appears as part of the American Women program alongside Chinese-American film star Anna May Wong, suffragette Adelina Otero Warren, Cherokee Nation chief Wilma Mankiller, and astronaut Sally Ride. Not Beyonce, Jers. So yes, part of the American Women program. If you gave me Maya Angelou or just Angelou, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. A few red lights coming up here. Shadowmain going for Michelle Obama. Paulista going for Achibi. You're going to be eliminated from the game, unfortunately. Topper, Rosa Parks. That's probably what I would have guessed, to be fair. Topper. Jers, Beecher Stowe. Dragon, Harriet Tubman. Puzzle Down, Michelle Obama. Amy for Morrison. P.R. John for Zadie Smith. And A.B. Me for Johnson. Unfortunately, those are wrong answers. And for Paulista and Shadowmain, thank you for playing, but it's off to the shadows. And we have got exactly 4 players left, and exactly 4 players who have gotten it right. Zeus, Fernando, Mark, and Nexonator. You are going to get a space on the bowl tile. Nobody losing off the first tile. Shapes, Lupine, Jack, and Riff either getting it right or playing it safe and abstaining. Let's pop you onto the bowl. Zeus was fastest this time. Nexonator was second, Mark was third, and Fernando was fourth. Very well done, you 8. You are through to the final row. 8 of you now competing for 4. Well, let's put anyone into the shadows who needs to go there, which is nobody in this case because you're already eliminated. So, 8 of you, and by no means are you the 8 players with the highest score. You've done well by answering the questions you know quickly and keeping your tiles in play. We've got a lot of players in the shadows who've got higher scores than you. Zeus currently with a high score of 12 of the players in the light, but we've got Luca on 15, we've got Andrew on 10, we've got Kolo on 10, Samsters on 9, David, who arrived late, is on 12. So this could still go anywhere depending who manages to get hold of a place on the eagle tile or the falcon tile at the top here. 8 of you get first priority. The fastest 4 will get a space here and progress to the final. Any blanks available, they will go to the highest scorers in the shadows. Good luck. For 4 points, here is the falcon question. Don't call Zeus the lightning bolt for nothing, quite right. The Rite of Spring is a 1913 ballet written by which Russian composer? I am 95% sure this was Question of Risky Business on last Thursday. If David wins, we need to make skipping the first round a challenge. 27 players attempting it. How's it go? It's something like that. I don't really like the Rite of Spring. I much prefer the Firebird, which was also written by this composer. It's not Tchaikovsky. You're quite right, guys. It's not Tchaikovsky. Lovely springtime music. Yeah, let's check out. The correct answer is, of course, Igor Stravinsky. I say, of course. I always forget that this is that's actually quite a hard general knowledge trivia question. I forget that my master's degree was on Russian classical music at the turn of the 20th century, so I sort of have a home team advantage. Bit of a weird one, this. Hearing ballets about spring doesn't gear you up for the part where a young sacrifice is forced to dance herself to death to bring the changing of the seasons. Yes, that's a thing. Many monocles did not survive the opening night due to shattering in horror, and I think, as I mentioned on last Thursday, there were riots at, I think it was the Champs-Élysées Theatre in Paris, or allegedly there were riots because people just sort of didn't get it. It was so avant-garde and so dissonant, and sort of it's quite graphic in places that they didn't like it. But is that an urban myth? I don't quite know. I'd need to discuss that with Derek Agony, our resident sort of classical music bod, other than me. But yeah, it's sort of maybe urban myth. It's maybe a bit exaggerated by history. Anyway, either way, if you gave me Igor Stravinsky, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Look at all the Tchaikovskys up there. Rachmaninoff, Tchaikovsky, Prokofiev, Tchaikovsky. That person we don't mention. Prokofiev, Tchaikovsky, Prokofiev, Tchaikovsky, Prokofiev. There, your answers right there. Let's take a look. That's a lot of wrong answers. 18 out of 27 were incorrect. Zeus going for Rachmaninoff is going to lose his space. Fluid Fernando for Tchaikovsky. Jack for Tchaikovsky. Shapes for Prokofiev. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you are going to lose your slot there. Unfortunately, Stravinsky is the answer we wanted. And if you gave me anything else, it's off to the shadows. And it was exactly 4 losing and exactly 4 getting it right, which means there are no vacancies. And we have Lupine, Mark, Nexinator and Riff ready to populate the Falcon tile. Keep answering. There could be a second chance saloon still coming. We've only seen 1 so far at the very bottom, which was claimed by Topper right back on the front row. We're not going to get any on this one. Let's put you onto the Falcon. Lupine was first, Riff was second, Mark was third, and Nexinator was fourth. Very well played, you 4. And all 4 of you, it's always lovely to see this, all 4 of you surviving from the base of the pyramid right the way up to the top. Very well done. For anybody who didn't make it through, you need to go to the shadows. So we have our final 4, but as previously, if we don't get the required number of players getting it right, then we go to a second chance saloon. Lucar has very quietly been building up his score in the background. And in this game, incidentally, points are multiplied by 10 to give you your penny payout at the end. So big pennies still to be earned either way. Lucar is waiting quietly for someone to make a mistake. He's set himself up as the high scoring player with a good 6 points clear of the next highest player, which would be Samster and Lupine. Samster, who's in the shadows, Lupine on 13, Nexinator actually on 14 here. But they've got to make a mistake first before Lucar or anyone else can claim it. It's time for the final. Let's rotate the pyramid. Lupine, Mark, Nexonator, and Riff. Welcome to the final. 3 more questions in this game. And each question is now worth 5 points. Unlike before, where there are 4 of you on each tile, there is now only 1 of you on each tile. So the next question, 3 of you can get through, the next one 2, and the final one 1 at each level. If not enough players manage to claim those tiles, then somebody with the highest score in the shadows will take it for you on a second chance saloon. If all 4 of you are right, then the fastest 3 will claim the tiles. Simple as that. The anti-penultimate question of the evening then. The arm, the eye of Horus, and the leg. Good luck to you all, and remember, answering if you're in the shadows is still worth points and could get you a second chance saloon. Take a look at this. 2 furries looking to win. Currently, what is the highest ranked African football team in the FIFA men's rankings? Players attempting it, including all 4 of the players in the light still. The correct answer is Senegal, currently ranked 18th in the world. The rest of the top 5 in Africa are rounded out with Morocco in 22nd, Tunisia in 30th, Nigeria in 31st, and Cameroon in 38th. And a note from 8 Minky, the FIFA ranking merges each continent's official football organisation, with Senegal topping the Confederation of African Football list. Africa's best women's team is from Nigeria. So, Senegal is what we wanted. If you gave me Senegal, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. Oh, I say! Oh, my stars! I must clutch my pearls! Nexonator, the only player to get this right across the entire gamut of players in the light and in the shadows. Lupine going for Egypt, Mark going for South Africa, Riff going for Egypt. We've got Ghana, Morocco, Nigeria, Qatar, which I didn't think was in Africa, but I might be wrong. Ghana, Cameroon. Nobody other than Nexonator getting Senegal. So, of our 4 players in the light, only... Yeah, I thought Qatar was in Asia. Only one of them. Hello, Score Count. Welcome to the stream. Antisocial block. Why are you antisocial blocking? If you gave me anything other than Senegal, it's off to the shadows. In the final, you keep your avatars on the pyramid, but Nexonator on 19, the only player to claim a slot. Let's put you there. My favourite African country is good at football. It's good to know. No, next blocked and anti... Oh, I don't understand. I'm poorly, Scorecount. You missed the bit where I said I'm poorly. Now it gets very, very interesting because we have got 2 vacancies. We haven't seen this since the first row of the main game. We can be pretty sure Lucar is going to get one here. Lucario on 19 points. But beyond that, it's the highest scoring player with the least amount of time spent answering questions. And I'm seeing Samster on 13, and I'm seeing Lupine on 13, and I'm seeing Jogging on 13. Ali Law, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Now, Lupine has just been eliminated. Could Lupine be about to get right back into the game? Or is it going to go to Samster or Jogging, players we haven't seen possibly at all on the pyramid, maybe on the first row? I can't remember that far back. Let's find out. 2 vacancies need repopulating. Let's repopulate them. After we've eliminated players to the shadows. Now let's repopulate them. It is Luca, and it's Lupine right back into the game. Samster and Jogging, you are going to have to wait for another time. Lupine has spent the least amount, not only amassing a big score, but not spending much time answering. But Luca, for the first time on the pyramid, didn't make it in, because I think Lucario got the first question wrong. Making it onto the pyramid for the first time, has got a high score, tied with Nexonator. 2 Lus and a Nex. Absolutely, Lucario, Lupine, and Nexonator. Oh, penultimate question of the evening, the one read and the chiclet. 2 out of 3 of you can claim these spots. If not, they go to the highest scoring eliminated players. Lucario and Nexonator at an advantage here, because even if Samster and Jogging get this one right, they're still going to have the high scores. So Nexonator and Lucario can technically afford to get this one wrong, but it does put them at a risk for the final question. Let's see what happens. Good luck. Here is the Reed Chiclet question. Sounds like a law firm. What is the penultimate letter of the Greek alphabet? Nine players attempting this one. Hello, Dimston. No, we don't want to buy followers or primes, and we're not going to go to mountviewers.com. Thank you for joining us. Kindly be banned. Thank you, Colin. Penultimate letter of the Greek alphabet. The correct answer is what I always thought was pronounced psi, but I'm assured that it's pronounced like the PS is in eclipse. So that would be ps. Is it ps? As in Catherine Psy Jones. Psy. Whatever it is, it's PSI is what you needed to... it's the one that looks a bit like a candelabra. If you gave me PSI, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. Upsilon, Iota, Omicron, Zeta, Epsilon, Sigma, Psi from Lucario, and also from Nexonator, worth noting. Iota from Lupine, so Lupine is going to go to the shadows, so we know who our two finalists are going to be at this point. X, Tau, Gamma, Geizens, oh no wait, that's the name. Zeta, Iota, Mu, Chi, Omega, Upsilon, Epsilon. Unfortunately, if you gave me anything other than Ps, it's off to the shadows. I'm just going to grab Nexonator's cap's attention. Yeah. Just like an eclipse. Want to feel old Gangnam Style? Oh, shut up, David. It was not 10 years ago. It was not. Oh, but Gangnam Style. Oh, yeah, because it was by Psy, wasn't it? So, Lucario and Nexonator neck and neck on points. Who was fastest? Lucario was there first, Nexonator was second. So, it's looking likely it's going to be one of these two. Where are the high scores outside of here? Samster on 18, nobody else into 20. So it is going to be Nexonator or Lucario. Even if they're both wrong, whoever spent the least amount of time answering is going to claim the top of the pyramid. So it comes down to this: Lucario, Nexonator. If you both get this last one right, it comes down to whoever answers faster. If one of you gets it right and one of you gets it wrong, the person who answers right is the winner. If both of you are wrong, then it will be one of you, and it will be the one who has spent the least amount of time answering questions in the game. What a tie-break ending, a photo finish. Because you're both on 24, it comes down to overall speed of the game. So, Lucario and Nexonator, there are no silver medals in this game. There is just the scaler, the person who gets to the summit, and this week it is on the owl tile. 5 points in the wings, and remember, points times 10 for your pennies. Good luck. Here is the final question of the night. After we've eliminated players to the shadows. Good luck. The 20th century artistic movement of Futurism started in which country? Lucario and Nexonator both attempting it, along with 24 others, 26 in total. For what it's worth, I thought this one was France, but I might be mixing it up with Cubism. The correct answer is Italy. It started apparently from a manifesto published in 1909 by Italian poet, artist, and actual fascist Filippo Tommaso Marinetti. Italy was the answer. If you gave me Italy, you're going to go green. A whelp from Nexonator. And Badger was in 2003. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm really old. If you gave me Italy, you go green. If not, you're going to go red. And there we have it. Nexonator going for the Netherlands. Lucario going for Italy, which was the correct answer. Germany, America, Germany, Czech Republic, India, Mexico, USA, Germany, IKEA. Italy from Shaped for an extra 5 points there. Italy from Andrew for 5 points there. Spain, Netherlands, Spain, France, Germany, 19th, Germany, and USA. Ignore my answer, please. A bit late now, Topper, sorry. So, unfortunately, if you gave me anything other than Italy, it's off to the shadows, including Nexonator. Thank you for playing. Which means only one person stands to claim the owl at the top. They didn't manage to get in until the second row of the final, but they've managed to quietly accrue points in the background, get in on a second chance, and claim the summit. Who's our winner? It is Lucario right there, scaling the pyramid with 29 points. We'll add that up to 290 pennies to you. We'll eliminate anyone else who's not in play. And congratulations, Lucario, you have scaled the pyramid. As soon as I mentioned it had a 100% record, I didn't get another question right on game. Oh, David. I think it's because you mentioned that Gangnam Style is 10 years old, if I'm being honest. That's what it was. It's bad karma for making me feel older than I already feel. And you're only a year younger than me. Are you a year younger than me? Well, no, we're both 88, aren't we? We're the same. I think we're both 88. So you're as old as me. Very well done, Lucario, and thank you very much to Oni for a really great question pack. I really enjoyed that question pack there. Oni always a very, very solid writer, and making no exception here. Lovely pack, really nicely, really nice gradient over the whole of it, and thank you, Odd Garrett. That's very kind of you. Don't look at day over 80. Oh, stop making me feel old. There's something can't be. It's not fair. Well, times your score by 10 and we'll give you that in pennies if you're on more than 0. Stick around though, because after the credits we'll do Beat the Bee to end the night. Not sure what I fancy. Maybe I'll do Grange Hill again tonight. That could be fun. But thanks again to Oni and to 8 for proofing, and congratulations to Lucario on a second chance saloon. In the final, you have scaled the pyramid. Thank you all for playing the pyramid. Grab your pyramid bonus right there. We've written that data to the drive. Should have updated. I think it's updated. Should I have refreshed it first, or does it automatically refresh when I want it? Ah, fuck it. We'll find out. I think it... Yeah, because it doesn't even call it until you press the button, and it would have written when I press it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Shall I go to the just cam screen, maybe? That would make sense, rather than just showing the end game of the pyramid without the titles there. Yeah, pyramid 20 for an extra 20 pennies. Yeah, rest in peace, Mikhail Gorbachev. Last leader of the Soviet Union, died today, aged 91, by the looks of it. 1931 to 2022. So, time to see if I can beat the bee. I can do the Grange Hill theme again, because I liked that last time. Let's have a look. Grange Hill theme. 120. No, not that one. There we go. The 1991. Yeah, that's where we're going from. There. We'll do that in a minute. Right. So get your predictions in using your micro pennies. Yeah. 6 people backing me to win. 5 people backing me to lose. You've got another 3 minutes to get your predictions in, betting your micro pennies. I want to do some more tweaks to the fruit machine. I kind of like the concept, but there's been some very valid feedback come in. No worries, David. Take care. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for testing out that the anytime entry is working in the pyramid as well. Yeah. Got to remember to keep it on screen tonight. 9 players backing me to win. 10 players backing me to win. And 6 backing me to lose. Anyone else want to bet some micro pennies? While we're waiting for that poll to finish up, let me just tell you what else is going on over the rest of this week. Our great friend Bash is back tomorrow with something I can't see because for some reason that comes up really small when I'm playing it on a vertical monitor. Let's click there and I can actually read the dates. 31st of August, which is tomorrow, it's Secret Fortune and All Clued Up with Ash the Bash tomorrow. So do go and give him a follow. S08E_bash. Lovely chap, Salt of the Earth, and Secret Fortune and All Clued Up tomorrow with Bash, and 1 versus 100 on Friday. Both of those at 8 p.m. BST over on his channel, twitch.tv/80_bash. Our friend Topper, our great friend Topper, is going to be here on Sunday. I keep looking at your graphic, even though that's for Season 4, which we aren't at yet. Sunday, 4th of September, it is the Moneybags Grand Final, and it's the season finale, actually. Topper's Season 3 finale. We've also got Moneybags Grand Final, as written by Lewis, and Elimination Mods Revenge 2. Is that Lewis, Matt and Salem as the writers for that. So that is Topper's finale this coming Sunday at 8 p.m. twitch.tv/Topper1Gaming. Do go give both Ash and Topper a follow. Do some really, really good stuff. As for me, little old me here, what have I got coming up? What's on? We've got Set Game and Money Box on Thursday. That'll be a shorter stream. Money Box are a lot of fun. Maybe I'll have finished something to show you then, but don't hold your breath. Set Game and Money Box. Money Box written by Lingo Maniac. I need to proof that tomorrow morning. I've assigned myself to do that. And Saturday we've got Plinko by It's Sotley. Plinko by It's Sotley. We've got the next leg of Bridge Game, the second of the Bridge Game heats. This has been written by True Anonyman, and I'm going to be proofing that tomorrow as well. It looks like a really good pack, actually, so that'd be a good one to get in for. And we've got the first game this season of The Abyss. Let's play Cryptex twice without playing The Abyss yet. So yeah, The Abyss coming back on Saturday as well, and that's been written by Now Cut That Out, quiz aficionado and general all-round salt of the earth guy. Submissions are done. 11 backing me, 8 saying I'm not going to win, and the micro pennies are in, so we'll try and beat the bee in a minute. So that's Saturday. Plinko by It's Sotley, Bridge Game by Anonyman, Abyss by Now Cut That Out, Money Box by Lingomaniac on Thursday, along with some set game. And if you're just here on the Tuesday stream, we've got Number Wang next Tuesday, we've got Red Herrings by Lupine, and we've got Spotlight, the return of Spotlight, scheduled Spotlight, not spontaneous. So all of that to look forward to in the next week. So yes, Abyss coming back on Saturday. I know it's quite a popular game, so looking forward to bringing that back at the weekend with a pack from Toot, no less. So, if you're playing along at home, you think you can beat the bee in around about a minute, this track gives me... where does it actually end? I'm going to run it to the end of the YouTube video, which gives me 1 minute and 10 seconds to solve the cube. I'll try and keep it on screen for you. I wish you all the luck in the world, whether you've backed me or not. 3, 2, 1, beat the bee. Sloppy start. That should have been a lot faster than that. Come here. Oh, we've got one more. Come on, Ben, you've got this. Boom! Yeah, baby! Track was still playing when I finished. Oh, I've never beaten Greg Jill before. Very happy with that. Makes up for when I played last time. Jeremy Beadle said... Didn't Jeremy Beadle die about 8 years ago? No VAR needed. If you backed me, good decision. I beat the bee tonight. Or beat the... What's Grange Hill a school? Or was that Biker Grove? One of them was a school, one of them was a youth club. I can never remember. The 10k to everyone. Oh, sorry, Natter. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. Faith. because you gotta have faith. But you know what that sounds like? It's... That song is nearly 10 years old. Good lord. I'm pretty sure that was 2013? No, it must have been earlier than that. It must be at least 10 years old. It was out when I was a student. That song has got to be 12 years old. Oh my god. See you driving around town with the girl I love, and I'm like, depending how old you are, fuck or forget you. If the change in my pocket wasn't enough, I'm like, forget you and forget her too. Said if I was rich, I'd still be with you. There ain't like some shit. Although there's pain in my chest, I still wish you the best with a forget you. And on that note, no, I don't know Conquistador. On that note, we are going to end the stream. Now do chopsticks. That's enough of that. Oh, Jack is doing his spam chat again. Cool. Well, have we got anyone to raid? Is Dan still going? How are we doing for time? It's coming up to the end. Dan is still going. We could raid Dan. Bricks is also up, doing Worms Armageddon. Let's raid Dan. I haven't raided Dan for ages, so we'll give Quizzy Dan a cheeky raid. And we'll say hashtag forget you is at least 10 years old. There we go. Forget you is at least 10 years old. Just cuz. Thank you all so much for joining me. I've, despite feeling a little bit ill, I've had a really good time tonight. Thank you to Oni Intercourse for 2 fabulous question packs, to Innis for winning Cryptex, to Lucario for winning the pyramid right there, and to Dogfish for winning Wordle earlier on. Congratulations. All those pennies will be added on. Genuinely, thank you so much for joining me. It's been really, really good fun. It's made me feel quite a lot happier than I felt at the start, just because I'm feeling so shit and ill at the moment. More to follow on Thursday. We've got Money Box by Lingo Maniac to look forward to, so I do hope you'll join me for that. Until then, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe as always. You have been watching Game Night. I've been Royal Flush. Until next time, take care, peace out, and good night. ILLT Bib Leo